Now we want to talk about that. This is the reality. People, they think that, oh, tax, it doesn't seem that much complicated. I'm going to go online and do it myself. What are your advice for those people?
Okay, yes, look, if you've got a basically what you perceive to be a fairly simple return, there's a fairly simply good chance that you can complete this online yourself through MyGov and through courses that Helia also offers online. And if you're prepared to sit down and read the step-by-step instructions slowly and go back over to make sure you've understood what it's asked, you can certainly fill in your own return step by step. I would encourage you to make sure that you have the record keeping that it's telling you to make sure you've got, to be aware that you must have incurred the expense. You can't just claim something because everybody else has, right? You can only claim some, if you're allowable, if you've incurred it. That's important. And it must relate to the incurring of the income or the earning of that income. It must be directly connected. That's important. So follow it step by step. Click on those little question marks and follow the guides. And if you do it slowly and think about what you're doing and keep it to common sense, you'll be pretty right. There shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Of course, you can certainly go to Helia's online lessons, and I encourage you to do that. That will help you understand better and go one step further to doing a better tax return and really saving the tax that you shouldn't be paying in the first place.
That's great. That's great. Thank you. And that's the whole thing. We were talking in the break earlier that we want people to get enough knowledge that when they come and see you for the tax planning, they'll know, they have that background, they understand what we're talking about. Because
Correct.
There is no point to come to see you, to visit you, if they don't understand what you're talking about. We want to raise their perception, their understanding to the level. And then because the more they understand, it's going to be much better value they can get from your session.
Correct, yeah.
Because I've heard from many clients, they said, oh, accountant didn't tell me this, and they've just been blaming accountant. But the problem is this, they've been going to accountant only to do the tax, not for the tax planning. Which
That's
is
correct.
Completely different. Totally
That's
different.
tax compliance as opposed to tax planning.
Yeah. So if you want to know exactly what works for your business, for your work, or related to what you do in terms of all the nitty-gritty stuff, should you claim this or what else you can do, you need to do it in the tax planning session, not in the tax compliance session.
Correct. Yeah, different section. Different chapter.
Yes, different chapter whatsoever. That's why if you do compliance, you have to bring whatever expenses that you've done. So that's why accountant cannot tell you that, oh, have you done this, have you done that, just to give you a hint. No, because that's completely irrelevant.
That's a lot more involved.
Yes.
A lot more involved. It's tax planning.
Yes, that's right. So remember, guys, it's two different things. So
Two different things.
yes, just to make sure to get more stuff now. This year is done, so don't worry about last financial year. You're still here, so that's why you need to go see an accountant to help you with the tax planning. So then for next year, from now on, you will put the stuff in place. So then you can claim it for next year. So don't leave it too late, because then it's really not worth it. Same as this, so many people, they think, oh, in the last day of financial year, I'm going to go buy blah, blah thing for $3,000. So then immediately next day, I'm going to get deductions or get it back.
And not necessarily always true.
That's right. Because the depreciation, so it works on number of days.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
That you own that, whatever equipment. So it's a lot in there. So before you go spend your money, let's check it out with the accountant.
Very good. Thanks, Helia.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for your time, Steve.
Thank you.
Really enjoyed it.
Look forward to speaking to you all.
Same.